Hey everybody, I'm Andrew.
I'm Ryan.
And we're going to be reviewing the Man of Steel teaser trailer that
Yes.
came out with The Dark Knight Rises.
There are two versions out. We are reviewing the version with the Jor-El voiceover,
Russell Crowe.
as opposed to the Papa Kent
Kevin
voiceover.
Yeah.
I'm equally displeased with both versions. And Andrew is equally pleased with both versions.
I'm actually, I'm a little bit indifferent, but I think as a piece of art, the trailer is not bad.
Now that raises a good thing, because as a piece of art, the trailer is not bad. From a craft standpoint, the shots are, look at that. That's a beautiful shot.
I never saw
Shallow
laundry
depth of
look so
fields.
nice. That's great. I like how it's gray clouds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Looks like In the Bedroom or something.
I really look forward to the next indie film that this surely is.
all right.
Because look, there's a rugged man.
Let's I want to hear everything you want to say about this.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, in the comics it's like this. I'm not even a huge Superman fan as a character. He's not that interesting. He's not nearly as interesting as this trailer is letting off.
Really?
But no, he can be interesting, but Superman, as we all know, he's not a dark character. We leave that to kind of like the Batman movies of the world or the comics. He's more of a dark. Superman is supposed to be this like American boy, kind of huge, almost deified kind of Boy Scout. That's kind of how he is known. And I think it's to try and reinvent that character into something else is like, you might as well just make him something else.
Well,
I never see him as like a rugged. Like in this trailer, he looks like they're trying to sell him as like down and out, and he's like working on.
Well, if Superman really is a kind of all-American Boy Scout, as you said, deified and godlike, when he was at his best was in the World War II period, you know, and when there was a lot of patriotism, when there was a lot of, you know, when America had that kind of go get 'em G.I. Joe attitude. I can't say this isn't inappropriate for the time we're in, because I don't feel patriotism as much as it seems like there was back in World War II. But,
I know, and I like listen.
Isn't he finding himself? Doesn't that more seem?
yeah, I think he's finding his identity.
Well,
It's like a Batman Begins. People at the
See,
Comic-Con,
that's the problem for me.
Yeah, people
Is
at
that-
Comic-Con said that there was actually an identical shot of him going over like Himalayan mountains.
Yeah,
The same kind
that's
of thing.
that's the problem. Like, I obviously, like the rest of the world, I love Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, and I think what they did for Batman was really important because Batman is a dark character, and they took like the campiness of Joel Schumacher's kind of Batman movies, took it away, and they were acknowledging Batman for the dark character that he is, and kind of showing a truer form of Batman that fits into our world. Now, Superman was never a dark character. He just like isn't. So for them to try and take like the Batman Begins formula and put it on the Superman seems a little silly to me.
But didn't they also kind of almost attempt that with the Amazing Spider-Man? Like try to ground it more, a little bit more than
they absolutely did. But also, I mean, Spider-Man's origin story is also kind of based in darkness. It's based, you know, he feels a responsibility for his uncle's death. Spoiler alert.
Well,
and
that's a good.
He's trying to atone for that in a way.
That's a good lead into what I like about this, because the voiceover is almost directly lifted from.
First, let's just acknowledge that's a picture of Kevin Costner. As
Yeah.
Papa Kent. He's playing John Kent.
And he made a volcano, which is an all-American thing to do. But the thing I do like about this, the voiceover is lifted almost directly from Grant Morrison's take on Superman, All-Star Superman.
I didn't know that.
Which is probably one of the best Superman arcs of the current kind of like in the past 20 years. It's a really, really excellent retelling of Superman. And I think the visuals, it reminds me more of I kind of like Superman.
Yeah.
I really like him when they use him right.
Yeah.
When
I have
right.
enjoyed Superman stories. I even liked Bryan Singer's Superman Returns. Like
Oh.
and a lot of the world did not.
Yeah.
So like I'm not like vehemently, honestly, a lot of what I'm saying may be coming because of the director attached to this.
The elephant in the room is Zack Snyder.
Zack
no
Snyder
doubt.
directed.
If you told me the cast of this movie, you told me who was writing the script, you told me who was doing the score, you told me everything,
I'd be super
I would
excited.
be so excited. But the fact is, when you have Zack Snyder behind something, I have no excitement.
It's skepticism.
Yeah,
There's skepticism.
I'm just
involved.
like not excited because it's like the captain of Titanic. It's gonna sink because I really feel badly. almost hate Zack Snyder.
See,
as a
I don't
filmmaker.
hate him. I'm not a huge fan of his movies, but I think this obviously looks like it's going in a different direction
Yeah.
from the movie. I didn't see one
what
slow
was-
motion shot. So, that's a good sign. I'm not sure if this may be only 30 seconds of the movie. And just to point out, that's our first shot of Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. Apparently, when he doesn't have the glasses on, he grows a beard, hoping that no one will recognize him when he shaves.
Well, I think this might be
This is
so
probably
early.
before.
Yeah, it's probably so early
Yeah.
before he becomes.
Surely no one will remember that hitchhiker they picked up in Kansas.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
let me say what I do like about it. I think the visuals remind me of For All Seasons, this really excellent Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale Superman comics. Probably one of my favorite Superman comics. And I do like the fact that they're using that Grant Morrison take, because what I don't like. I don't like Superman when they tell it as if he is this guy who has to save everybody.
Right.
He's so powerful. He's so amazing
Right.
that he has to be there at every second. I think that's a very boring tale.
Right.
When you do Superman as in he is a deity, he is a god, then it becomes really interesting. And for me, what makes Superman great, and I think it's what Russell Crowe's amazing voiceover. I think his voiceover is amazing.
Yeah.
What I like
I
about
enjoyed the
that,
voiceover as well.
yeah. What I like about Russell Crowe in particular is that he's talking about not saving the world or anything. He's talking about inspiring people, because he is a very Christ-like figure. He's
And if you watch Superman Returns, my
oh,
goodness.
maybe a little too much. Oh, I don't think Christ had a child though.
No.
I'm joking.
But
Yeah.
I mean, in Superman Returns, he literally stretches out in a Christ-like pose
Yeah.
and falls back to the earth.
Yeah.
So,
But I have to say, what I do like the kind of visual tone. It's very Terrence Malick. And, let's just put it out there. There's a golden triangle of unoriginality to this. The visuals are Terrence Malick. The score is Clint.
the visuals are Terrence Malick or Levi's commercial.
Or Levi's.
And I'm not just saying that because there's jeans in this shot, but seriously, it's
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
Terrence Malick or Levi's commercial.
Yeah. The score is Lord of the Rings. Sorry?
Deadliest Cat.
Deadliest
Or Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
The score is
straight from Lord of the Rings.
or Gladiator,
Well, it's actually
or the
a-
end of 300. Or,
That's true, but it's actually a specific song from the Lord of the Rings, Two
Oh,
Towers. Yeah.
this is actually
or at the end
lifted.
of Fellowship. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's actually lifted.
Thank you, Andrew.
And the script is Grant Morrison. So there's this golden triangle of kind of like pure unoriginality in this. But I know I've heard a lot of people say that they're really mad that they use Lord of the Rings music. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan and you're mad that they're using, I'm sorry, but Two Towers used Clint Mansell's Requiem for a Dream score for their trailers.
Requiem for a Dream fans must be furious.
But
all
I'm just
the
saying,
time. Love
for
Actually
what it
fans.
is,
Clint Mansell actually gets used all the time.
yeah, you're right. This feels more like a fan trailer to me than anything, and it's a nice fan trailer.
Yeah,
but
it literally, you're right. It could be a fan trailer.
yeah,
Up until this
line
point,
up until this,
which
point.
is this point.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Iron Man did that first, having the finish behind
He
him.
seems to break the sound barrier in many different ways.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little relieved. I'm always kind of skeptical as to what the flying will look like in a Superman movie.
Yeah.
I remember when Bryan Singer's movie was coming out, I was like, because the old Christopher Reeve movie, it doesn't look realistic.
No.
Obviously, it was made in the 70s.
For the 70s, it looked
yeah, it looked great for the 70s. But when Bryan Singer's came out, I was skeptical how they would make it look real.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks fine to me. There's nothing striking about it. I find it kind of the whole. I will give it this. It's really interesting that a trailer like this is languid. Like
Yeah.
it's like a Man of Steel trailer where nothing happens, which is ironic because we just came off a Superman movie where nothing really happened.
That's true.
So if they're trying to disprove that
Yeah.
that's going to be the case, they're not doing anything. I'd like to see Superman punch something.
I hear
But-
you. I hear you. I think this
Right
was
now, he's punching the sound barrier.
I like the imagery. I don't know if it's Clark Kent or a young Clark Kent or another kid who's inspired by Superman, but the kid with the cape, I like that.
I thought you
think
meant
it's-
this.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's Clark.
That's definitely Clark Kent. I like that visually. You're right, it is the Levi's commercial. It is a Terrence Malick movie.
Right.
Zack Snyder has been everything but original in his career, but at least he's ripping off people I like as opposed
Instead
to
of himself.
what we're used to him doing, which is very annoying.
Yeah. Now, that Superman logo looks very Alex Ross inspired,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. The cast is really cool. The cast is really
amazing.
great.
Michael Shannon.
I haven't seen Henry Cavill in a lot of stuff, but he has the look.
Yeah, he was.
but-
Immortals had a lot of flaws. I thought he was one of the things that I thought was all right.
Yeah.
with it. He was
Russell
pretty
Crowe
good.
is Jor-El. I'm really excited about. Amy Adams is Lois Lane. I'm really excited about.
Definitely.
I believe Diane Lane
Yeah,
is
it's
Martha Kent,
Martha.
and whoa,
Yeah.
Be Still My Heart, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Lawrence Fishburne and
it's Perry White. Yeah. It's,
Christopher Maloney from SVU.
I'm gonna see it, and
Yeah.
I mean, not least of which, Michael Shannon as General Zod.
Bam.
Hello.
That's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be reason enough. They should have just put a Z behind this because that's the reason to see this movie. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. Zack Snyder, I don't hate the guy.
Yeah.
I don't seem to have the passion for him as you do.
I just find that like what he
He
did at
uses the word
Watchmen,
awesome
I thought
a lot.
was he does. He's as articulate as his films are interesting. I find he's
I'd
just
say.
very like he's when you hear him talk like at Comic-Con or something, he's. Ugh.
And that has a place.
But I'm not very articulate either, so I'm not. That's why we're doing these.
Yeah.
But I have to say, my enthusiasm is kind of just. Sorry.
Okay.
My enthusiasm is kind of non-existent. I think this is pretty nice, but you know what? After seeing a lot of nice trailers that Snyder has done in the past,
Yeah.
they've never led to anything. So as long as Snyder's helming the ship, I don't think I'll ever be more enthused than I am now. And right now, I'm just kind of like, man.
I think they went in a different direction with this trailer than I thought they would, and I give them credit.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan is executive producing, and he has a story by credit. So
I don't know what that. I don't know.
Trust in
Does
Nolan.
that add to your enthusiasm?
doesn't it? Like I said, I'm not a huge Superman fan to begin
Yeah.
with, so it's the kind of thing. I could wait, I could not. If it's out, I'll see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, okay,
I-
trailer. It's a pretty trailer.
It is. It's a very pretty trailer. I think I'm more interested in Hans Zimmer's theme.
Yeah,
You
me
know,
too.
if they're going by this, then they have a lot to.
Howard Shore's theme.
Yeah.
is really something.
I wonder if they got the approval by Zimmer to do that.
Yeah,
I
who
don't
knows? We can't call him. But if
Yeah.
you're watching Hans, please comment. And the rest of you, please comment below. We want to know what you think of the Man of Steel trailer.
I initially liked it a lot more until I kind of saw it again, and until my first initial viewing experience was a lot more positive
Right.
than it was the second and third time. when
So if you want to not enjoy a trailer, watch it with me. But yeah, that's our review. We hope you enjoy. Let us know what you
looking
think.
forward to the theatrical trailer.
Yes, me too. I'm Ryan.
I'm Andrew.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching.